with chrome wheels, and that's the vehicle that you're looking at right there. So I'm being told by one of our ground crews that the Metro-Dade chopper is trying to reach, we're going to reach out to the Miami-Dade police helicopter that's coming up now. Joe, if you want to call that chopper, the police chopper, and let them know. We're at 103rd Street and I-95 southbound. Again, a police pursuit, or at least what started as a police pursuit. As you can see, we'll bring the camera back out here a little bit here so you can see how fast this vehicle is traveling, trying to elude the police. And at the time that when we first came on the air with these pictures, we were hearing indications that the ground crews, the people in vehicles on the ground behind it, had not been able to keep up with it and had lost it in the area of 67th Avenue. But this is definitely the vehicle. All right. And I'm being told that we have a ground crew that's down on the area around of 79th Street. There's the Channel 7 live truck. You see it right there as it zips past that live truck going southbound on I-95. So again, a very dangerous situation here on the I as this vehicle now in the breakdown lane, passing vehicles at a pretty speedy clip here. I'm looking at my GPS right now, indicate the speed indicator is over 100 something miles an hour now. So we are going to continue to follow this vehicle. It's now making a U-turn, making a U-turn. All right. Yeah, right. It's about 93rd Street, going back down the ramp at 95th Street now here, the wrong way against traffic here. You can see traffic oncoming right there as it's going to be making a left-hand turn going towards 7th Avenue. A very, very dangerous situation here. There's that's the gas station where I buy my gas. Crossing 7th Avenue, 95th Street, again, going westbound here, coming up to going to be going by North Shore Hospital here on our left-hand side as we go westbound there. Again, now coming into more of a off the highways and on the surface streets here. But again, a vehicle that was being pursued by officers from a couple of municipalities, including we originally heard from Hialeah and also from Miami-Dade police. They put a description out of this vehicle saying that it was traveling at a high rate of speed, had nearly struck several vehicles, including striking a police officer's vehicle. They call that a battery on a police officer when a vehicle like that strikes a vehicle when it's trying to flee. So again, we're going to continue to monitor this situation here. It's coming up now on, let's see, this is going to be right off of Miami Central Senior High School, going past that westbound, again on 95th Street coming up. That would be 17th Avenue or 22nd Avenue. Next intersection is going to be 27th Avenue, and I believe the driver is going to probably go straight through that intersection. We'll continue to follow this, obviously, for you. Unknown how many people are in that vehicle, but again, police wanted to stop this vehicle. It had come back as listed as stolen. Police officers spotted it, tried to stop it, and it fled. So we now know that we now understand that the police department, Miami-Dade, has launched one of their helicopters. They are in this area now trying to pick up this vehicle, and they'll be guiding the ground units to apprehend the suspect of this vehicle now, who's made some pretty dangerous moves here as he continues to blow through traffic lights here now southbound on 27th Avenue. This vehicle is now southbound from 95th Street on 27th Avenue. Let's see where we're going to come into any traffic here. There's no traffic right now going southbound in front of him, just a couple of vehicles here, but he's been zipping around vehicles on either side. Again, we warn viewers at home that this is a live broadcast. Okay, the Metro helicopter, I'm looking out my window now. I can see him out my window, and he's going to be, he's now tracking the vehicle. I'll bring the camera back here wide enough just so we can see if we can get him in the picture too here. Right here at this intersection, top of the screen there, you'll see the helicopter as he goes by right there. So the vehicle is now across the intersection here at 71st Street and is still southbound on 27th Avenue. And the police chopper there is up, keeping an eye on it and trying to direct the ground assets to take this person into custody. We continue to watch this vehicle as it tries to flee and elude police here southbound 27th Avenue. Our next intersection, our next intersection is going to be 79th Street. I misspoke earlier. It's turned off now and going into a shopping center parking lot. Yeah, thanks, Joe. Its place is a shopping center. I'm trying to get a name for you, but I can't write it now. You can see the vehicle here. Just past the Dollar Tree and the flea market here, 27th Avenue and 79th Street. Again, a vehicle wanted by police, apparently reported stolen a little earlier today. It was at least on what they call the BOLO board. That's to be on the lookout for things. When things are stolen like that, they report that information to all the agencies in Dade and Broward County every day. They kind of update that. Again, now 79 and 27 westbound, 79th Street 27. There's the Metro Rail tracks there that go westbound in towards Hialeah. So again, still the police officers are, police chopper is following it, almost strikes that vehicle right there at 31st Avenue. Now up on the sidewalk, riding up on the sidewalk. Very dangerous situation here for both the vehicular traffic and for pedestrians that would be in this area crossing the roadways. Now again, we've got a vehicle that's blocking it right now as it continues to work its way westbound. We're coming up to the warehouse districts that are on the east side of Hialeah. As we cross over into Hialeah, and we can hear on the radio right now that they are asking for assistance from the Hialeah Police Department, asking them to put some assets out here to try to get this vehicle to pull over. So the vehicle now up on the grass here underneath the Metro Rail overhead lanes there for the train that runs on that. Now it's making a turn to go southbound and southbound now in Hialeah. We are now in Hialeah. I can see they're saying it's southbound on 37 is what I'm being told. Southbound on 37 Avenue. There's a helicopter right on the left-hand side of the screen there running along with it now, giving out information to police officers about trying to bring the subject of this vehicle, the driver of this vehicle, and whoever else might be inside to get him to stop that vehicle. Continue to follow it as it goes southbound at 79 and now being told about 33 Avenue. May run out of some real estate here pretty soon because some of these roads run into dead ends as you get into this Hialeah area where all these warehouses are. But approaching 69th Street now told 67th Street. It continues. Yeah, 37 and 62 is the information we're getting that this where this vehicle is. Comes up on slower traffic here, going into the wrong lanes. Obviously, very dangerous maneuvers here, putting not only themselves but other the civilians that are driving in this area in danger. So we're going to continue to follow the vehicle. This vehicle described as a black Dodge pickup truck that had been jacked up, had heavy springs, and lifts the vehicle off of the wheels there. You can see the black exhaust smoke. It's very clearly defined here as it now is going eastbound. And they're about to put out information. Lost control there, going off the roadway there. Nearly hits a parked vehicle, now back on the roadway. Again, we'll bring the camera out just a little ways to show you a little better the neighborhood that we're in. It's most of this area right here are it's either residential on one side and warehouse on the other. Oh, just missed that vehicle right there at that intersection. It's very dangerous, as we've indicated several times now, hoping that this comes to an end peacefully, but we're just going to continue to follow it. Go ahead. There we go. There's your crash. There's your crash right there. Nearly, obviously struck the railroad crossing there. We've got a guy that's jumped out now. He's going to be fleeing into this area here. They're going to put a perimeter up. We're going to continue to watch as best we can here as it goes through this area that looks like it's all pallets here, all wooden pallets, either a place where they store them or a place where they manufacture them. But right now the last place we saw this suspect was, there he goes. Now he's running inside the building. So now they'll put a perimeter up around this building here. Going to keep an eye, just widen the camera back out a little bit. But as you were saying, Lynn, there obviously a very dangerous situation here. Fortunately for everybody else, he did not. We got a police officer now running here through the back area. But we're going to bring the camera out a little wider here. If you guys spot him, just you holler too and let us know. But we're looking here. Let me see here. Right, you can see. Right. Right. Let me show you, Lynn, here, the top and bottom. And Jeff, the linen bottom, he's telling that he's behind the pallets here. So what we've got is we've got all the police officers at the bottom of the screen, and then you'll see the police helicopter is right there at the top of the screen. I don't know if you can make it out there, but he's right at the top of the screen on the far side, which would be the north side of the railroad tracks. They're watching, waiting for somebody to come out. What they'll do now is, if they've secured this area, they'll get a couple of canine officers with their dogs, and they'll bring those dogs in here, and they'll go right to them. They'll go right to that area. But again, this all happening. Let me see here. Okay, I can give you a pretty good locator here. I'm going to bring the camera back out just one more time here until we get the takedown. If we do get a takedown, that's the Walmart, upper right-hand corner, 27th Avenue, right off of 27th Avenue. 37th Avenue and 79th Street. So again, the bailout occurred right here after this vehicle struck the wall, struck the pole, the traffic control light for the railroad tracks. You saw the driver bail out of the vehicle. Appears to be the only person that was in it. To the left. Here we go. Yeah, it's an officer. It's an officer, but okay, we appreciate that. We'll use all the help we can get up here. We're still just waiting right now. He's obviously, or it appears that he would, I'd say he's hiding inside that warehouse there where all the pallets are. We still have, I can look out, looking straight down my window, and I can see Florida Highway Patrol. I see county vehicles, more vehicles pulling up here to assist in trying to locate the driver of this vehicle. In the meantime, the helicopter from Miami-Dade Police stands sentinel there on the north side of the railroad tracks here. Again, I'm going to give you the address. I put it at 75th Street between 37th and 39th Avenue. That's the warehouse there. And we're keeping the camera medium to wide because if someone runs in either direction out on the corners there, we want to make sure that we provide you with those pictures and we can keep track of it. Yes, initially the call went out for a 315 where that's a call that means an officer needs assistance on an emergency basis, and you could hear in the officer's voice him describing the truck and saying that the vehicle had fled from him. Apparently other units in the area, and maybe that particular officer too, got back in their car, and there was a pursuit that started. I don't have the exact origin of the location where it started, but I believe that there were Hialeah and Miami Lakes units from the county that were involved in it originally, where the vehicle was off of 57th Avenue and 154th Street. The vehicle ended up coming out onto the Palmetto at the Gratney and went northbound on the Palmetto Expressway, and then around that big curve, and they had actually had units set up at 67th Avenue waiting for it to go by, and apparently for some reason or another the ground units either arriving, maybe the timetable was 40 seconds off or 50 seconds off, but they were able to get by and not the driver was able to get by in that vehicle. And it wasn't until the vehicles popped up as we were coming southbound at the Palmetto Expressway to turn on I-95. That's when we broke into program, and you saw that vehicle just driving so erratically and so fast on I-95 there, putting everybody, pretty much all that afternoon rush hour traffic, I guess the rush hour started, rush hour traffic at risk there. And it ended up all the way down here, down the I-95. You saw that illegal U-turn there on the I-95 and onto the exit ramp at 95th Street, and then westbound on 95th Street, southbound on 27th Avenue, and then all the zigzagging down here until he struck it. Go ahead. Okay. There you go. There you got him. Very good. Thank you, guys. I was yapping so much I wasn't concentrating on that. There you go. There's your suspect in custody. Yeah, it's several minutes. So you've got the guy in custody.